Well, Hellfire, it is Rock the Riff, and I am back for another Metalhead Envy. I need to turn my mic so it looks sideways, and so the audio might be all janky. Which there again, my audio isn't as great as I wish it could be. The mic setup that I have right now works for me, but there again, nobody's complained in a while. So either way, today I was wanting to check out Monument's new single, Nefarious. I have yet to listen to it. I'm a big Monuments fan. I really like, what is it? I Am Into Us. It's a white album with like a snake circling on it. That album was fucking killer. I like the new singer a lot that they have, Andy Cizik or Chizik. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce his name 100% right either. Uh, I wish they would redo that album with him. That dude's got some range, fucking talented for sure. But the whole band is badass. Uh, I think off the newest album, Cardinal Red, I really, really, really dig that track a lot. But now it's time to check out Nefarious. Okay. Got a bit of a gory anime. That's cool though. I was wondering if this was like a full anime or if we were actually gonna get some of the band in this as well. We're getting John Brown, the down picking king. There we go. Yeah. I think that's when I like Andy the most. Don't get me wrong, the dude's cleans are pretty fucking good. They're I wonder if his go-to like template though is him harmonizing with himself. Cuz the cleans are great, but they always sound like they're dual, like I can hear the dual tracking within them. I'm curious. I actually met a guy. His name's Brian K. Badass, awesome dude. He uh, he actually worked with uh, a friend from my band, Christy, and they came up and helped, or they came up and shot this playthrough for my drummer on one of our songs. And both of them were awesome to work with, and I hope to keep working with him for future projects. But he had been on tour with Monuments, and so I was trying to like ask questions, and the dude was cool. He didn't like, I don't know, it wasn't like he was bragging about who he had been with, because I mean, Monuments is a big influence on me. It's a band I'd love to. It's a band I would love for me and my band to be able to share a stage with at some point. And he just told me that, yeah, dude, flat out that everybody in that band is badass. They pull their weight. And I'd asked him about Andy because I was curious how the dude sounds live, and he was like, man, he's like that guy. Like when they do live shows, he comes in, he brings it, sounds fantastic. But I was just thinking about it because here in the cleans, to me, the cleans in their mix and master sounds like super. I want to say dual harmony, but I don't think that's the right word to use. But I stopped to say that when he does the lows, man, this dude, I love Andy's like when he gets low, dude, that shit sounds fucking evil. This anime is crazy, man. It's like some cyberpunk style stuff. Yeah, like it sounds like there's a dual harmony thing going on there, or some type of harmony. Like I know the only, I mean, I'm assuming a lot of vocalists do this, but within the mix and master of this, I could kind of hear it a little extra, if that makes any sense. Okay. God damn, flying in the city. Did it, bro. That was fucking dank ass riff. That whole section right there was fucking killer. There's something about it's like I listen to Riff Hard and I listen to John Brown talk about stuff and I know he's a big advocate for down picking. And don't get me wrong, I wish I could down pick semi to what John Brown can do. That dude's one hell of a guitarist. I envy his skills for sure. But I did make the joke with Brian at the shoot at my band's shoot. I was like, man, has anybody ever told John Brown he can up pick sometimes too? and but there's something about when Monuments does these slower, just darker riffs. That down picking man just makes it just fucking oof, bro. Like I'll be honest, I would love now that they have Andy. I would love for them to do "I the Destroyer" again. That's still probably my favorite Monument song. The opening of that track, like that song. What does he say at the? He's like, "Pestilence aside, I'll change the world as I see fit." Like, I feel like Andy could hit those lows and fucking murder that track, bro. Because this whole section right here, man, it takes me back to I the Destroyer. It's so fucking slick. Yeah, that right there. But y'all give it to the drummer right there too. I love that little bell ride thing going on there. Yeah, get it. Is John using the new Sheckler he's got? Hell yeah. That wasn't bad. That was not bad. So God Slap. God Slap seems like a cool anime. Or is it a comic book? It's pretty brutal. It's like some Invincible style brutal stuff right there. That was cool. I dig this track. I still think I the Destroyer will always be my favorite Monuments track, but I want to hear Andy do it. Like even I need to go check see his personal YouTube channel and see if he's done a cover of that on there. Cuz that song, I don't know what it is about that song, man. It will always hit home with me. Like anytime like say I have my phone hooked up to the speaker around the house and I've got my phone just randomized playing. When that song comes on, man, I stop everything I'm doing. I love that fucking track, man. The beginning of it, it's just so. I don't know why, man. It makes me feel so badass. It makes me feel so hard ass. But that was cool, man. I'm curious. I was trying to see if John was using in this video the new Schecter model that he's moved to. I can't tell. I know he had the mayonnaise, the mayonnaise. I always say mayonnaise. The mayonnaise for a while, which I know those are some badass guitars, but Schecter makes a hell of a guitar too, and I know he moved to those. I do like the bass player's bass, man. I want a multi-scale bass. See, I've got the multi-scale. I've got this orange multi-scale. I've got one. I've got a Harley Benton multi-scale that I like to tinker around with as well. And that one's a Kiesel, and I love multi-scale, man. Ever since I've started fooling around with them, they're so fucking comfortable. Plus, I like the fact that you can they just hold their tune well, where they're the extended scale and everything. And so anytime I want to do lower tunings, which I think at the moment my own band, the lowest tuning we went to so far was drop A, which on a six. I mean, if we ever move to sevens or eights, we can go lower, but uh, at the moment we use six baritones, and we've got two tracks. We got one out now, and then we've got another one we're working on for our second album that's in drop A. But either way, that bass is badass. This video is pretty cool. I like the mixture of the anime. Uh, Sorry guys, goddamn mustache keeps itching my nose. Uh, I like the mixture of the anime and everything. I'm kind of more curious about the band though. Don't get me wrong, I dig the anime when I went to check this out, I was going into this thinking it was a fully animated music video. I didn't know we'd actually get to see some of the band in it as well. But they're jamming, fucking jumping around, kicking and swinging guitars and basses. That's a high energy shoot right there. I bet you the set for this was fun as hell. There we go. That's a good thumbnail. But that was pretty cool. I would give this track 8 or 9 horns. They're like, and the only reason why I wouldn't go fully 10 is personal preference, because the mix the master is really good. Uh, John Brown, the downpick king, is riffing out like a motherfucker. Andy's bellowing. Drummer's on point. Everybody, man. Everybody in this band is firing on all cylinders and doing what they've got to do. I think the heavier, darker sections of the song are my favorite. The like where was it at? This middle part right here when it got all doom 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 and got a little lower, I think was ended up being my favorite. But yeah, it was kind of ironic. It was kind of crazy and surreal when I met Brian, and he had just come back from doing his thing with monuments and stuff, and he, like I said, he didn't divulge no secrets or nothing, but he told me that they were badass people, that they were really cool people, and that they all just play like a motherfucker. They're all really cool people. And I was like, man, it's just a small fucking world, because I'm pretty sure ain't most of these guys like based out of the UK or something. I know John Brown's got an accent, but they're definitely doing their thing, man. Nefarious is a cool track, and I think it's cool how they mixed it with this anime. I wonder if it's two separate entities, and they were like, it's kind of like doing a song for a movie or a video game, and it's like, hey, we're gonna write the song and we want y'all to use it. Or Godslap reached out to them, was like, Monuments, we need you to do a track so we can put some anime on it. I feel like that's badass as fuck, and I'm envious of that too, man. I'm like we're my own band. We're working with Mystique to. We actually just got one track done with Mystique to add samples and orchestras and stuff like that to our music, and we got back what we're actually going to go with for our album. And a few friends have listened to it, and they was like, dude, my brother in particular, he sees my YouTube channel, and he sees where I was streaming all the Souls games, and he's like, man, he goes, that shit's imprinted on you, dude, because now you've wrote a song and you've got one that sounds like a boss fight, like a Dark Souls boss fight. I was like, okay, I'll take that. To me, that's a compliment. So that just thoughts in my head right now with Godslap Nefarious, because I tried to watch this video on Monument's actual YouTube channel, but it's not on there. It's on this one, and yeah, that was slick. I dig the fuck out of that. But if this ends up being your first time to my channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Uh, I just lost my train of thought. I just lost my fucking train of thought. Leave me some song suggestions. It could be some more Monuments, which, just a heads up, I know a lot of their discography. I listen to Monuments a lot. Um, it can be whatever band you're feeling at this moment in time. I'm always trying to check out new music and increase my music palette and draw influence from across the world and everything. Well, with all that being said, stay positive, stay rocking, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.